In this video, we're going to be looking at how you edit tournaments that are currently on the website. So in order to go to it, you can click on whatever you like from here. Say if you want to get to a particular page, the main thing that you want to do is take a look at the bottom right corner of the screen where you see this edit site button. If you don't have that button visible, go up to the top of your URL and just simply add question mark and then edit. And then you're going to be either prompted to log in, or if you were already logged in like I was, then you'll then see this bottom page down here. Let's go ahead and navigate over to the tournaments page, which is the one that we're looking at, which is this Angels Classic that we have on there. I'm going to close out that first one out there. And once I get there, after I've actually already logged in, you'll notice that now I have that edit site button on the bottom right corner. Each one of the tournaments has these several components. It has the title, which is what's going to appear up at the top. It has this first content, kind of like the main content for the page, which is all of this that is currently highlighted in that light blue. And then right below it, you have these 6 tabs, and these 6 tabs can be both configured with the title that's within the tab, and then the content that currently happens to be all of this for that first tab. And then say, for example, the rules is all of this content here. Each one of those can be configured to however you want. But let's go ahead and see how you actually edit this. So go ahead and click on that edit site button on the bottom right corner. And then once you're in, you're going to go, instead of directly editing it on the page, you'll notice that this little purple area says this content, or the content of this element, is synced between multiple elements. In order to not break anything in there, you're going to go to collections, tournaments or tourneys, and then click on this Angels Classic. And then it's basically filling out or completing a form here. This is the title that we saw on the page itself. These are the main details. The first part that I highlighted in that area is just your basic editor. So you'll get your bold, your italic, and so forth. That's the first area there. The tab for the first one was handbook. So you just set that name here. You can edit it to whatever you want. And then you have the tab 1 content. So this is all of that content in that first tab that happens to be handbook for this particular tournament. Then you just scroll down a little bit, you'll see the tab 2 title, which is the rules, and then the content for the rules. Now, as you're in this area, you'll notice that you can just go ahead and return, and you see this little plus come back up. And say, for example, I wanted to add an image, would be this first image here. If it's going to be a video or some media, I could embed it here. This is kind of like if you have a sign up form, if you're doing a Jot form or a Google form, you want to embed it into this particular tab of the app, then you can embed it here. You got some music or a map that you can embed there. You can create a list or a quote of sorts. Okay, so you have different options that you can do that. All these here, the text that you put in, I would still say stick to using these. Technically, you wouldn't be using H1 or heading 1 in any of these, because per page it should only have one, which is of course going to be the main title way at the top. That should be your only H1 on the page. But the rest of the content, it'll be up to you how you want to format that. If you want to make it an H2, H3, H4, all the way down to H6. Okay. Once you have edited the content, say if you're just editing the text here, if you want to add, some more information there, some text here, then you can go ahead and make the text, the changes to the text as you would. And then once you're done with it, just hit save at the top. It'll go ahead and save that item. And then you want to go at the top right under this publish button, just hit publish. And then you're going to publish the changes to that particular page. Now, the edits that I made was simply just jumping in, making the edits and so forth, and removing from there. Okay, so the changes that I'm making aren't particularly, making any real changes to the site. I'm just, demonstrating that. If there's another sport, if you want to create a tournament and you want for me to add it to the tournaments tab, then just go ahead and add it. And then just let me know that you have created a new tournament that you want public on the navigation, and I'll make sure to add that tournament to the website shortly after receiving your email. Thank you.